Hey guys, this is Greg from Arcade Impossible, and buckle up because I'm going to take you with me on the first ever PAX Australia. So let's do this. China. So I had a layover in China. That's how it worked out. And there was kind of an interesting thing that happened while I was in China. Apparently, you need a visa to leave China and enter Australia. So I was walking up to the terminal to check in for my flight. And you know what? Instead of describing it, let me just reenact it for you. Excuse me, miss?
Yes?
Hi, I'm going to Australia.
Oh! Let me see do you have your passport? Sir, it says you don't have a visa for Australia.
I didn't think I needed one for Australia.
Yes, sir. To get into the country, you're going to need a visa for Australia.
Well, what do I do?
Well, you can go down towards the computer research lab and get one there. You better hurry, though. It closes in 2 hours.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, sir. I need to rent a computer.
You need to wear a computer?
You get the idea. I spent the next 2 hours in the computer lab trying to get myself a tourist visa for Australia, only to find out that I was selected for manual processing. I had to plead with the employee to call the Australian embassy. And within 5 minutes of the gate closing, I was able to get on the flight. I finally made it after 24 hours of flight time. And no, unfortunately, these little guys aren't running around everywhere. I was informed that I was going to help film an interview with Rooster Teeth, and they're known for doing red versus blue. So Daz and I headed to downtown Melbourne to film the interview.
Check with me, because hey, you know what'd be funny? That Assassin's Creed idea for merchant, if you did it RTX, because those are people that would recognize Gavin and Michael, and then we actually have a test to recognize. What the fuck were you? Where were you 32 hours ago? I was about ahead. I was doing my own shit. That was a great idea.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
We did a PAX. We did a PAX Pro.
I
spoiled it. No, PAX Pro.
No, I wouldn't be saying. That RTX environment, walking to the floor, people are looking for you, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's also our home turf. So.
Yeah.
I had a fantastic time filming that interview for Console Domination, and just meeting the Rooster Teeth guys was incredible. I didn't stay out too late though, because I knew tomorrow was the first day of PAX. In 2012, a couple months after we started putting out Arcade Impossible episodes, I was on a podcast called Retro Domination, and these are actually the guys from Australia that run that podcast. And they were part of the classic console area at PAX, which just had heaps of different consoles that you could play, and some rare ones too. But before we get on to the rest of the expo, let me introduce the team from Retro and Console Domination. Unfortunately, there wasn't any arcade section at this expo, and I couldn't believe it. They did have a couple pinball machines here and there that you could play, but otherwise they had stuff like this.
So it's a digital pinball machine. It has 3 LCD monitors and a computer inside with 8 gig of RAM.
So it's basically just like a MAME pinball machine. You can try out all the different pinballs that you want, and it's emulated. You know, the feel is not the same though. You don't have the physics of being able to hit the table, move the table, and the ball reacts. Fantastic for trying out different games. And it's the same thing with MAME. Some games are perfectly fine played on a MAME machine, but there's no replicating the actual arcade cabinet.
Hi, it's Gavin from Console Domination, and with me here today I have Hugo, lead developer on Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Hugo, how's your PAX adventure going down under?
I helped out filming interviews for the guys whenever I could, and it was a lot of fun. I was glad to help. Another really cool part was taking pictures of all of the cosplayers.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, look, an Xbox One. Piece of I'm just kidding. It's funny how upset people get about that stuff, though. And with that, I give you Mick Gordon, the guy who's doing the music for Killer Instinct on the Xbox One.
When you first got asked, what was the initial thoughts in your mind?
It's a combination of utter elation and complete terror. On one hand, I'm so excited that a game that defined my childhood is being brought back to a new generation, but at the same time, I'm terrified at the pressure that involves. So it's a mixture of emotions. But I mean, in the end, it's just all about excitement, man.
Since we did that interview for Rooster Teeth, we actually got invited to their after hours party, which was awesome. Hi, this is Greg in Australia at the end of night 2 at PAX, and
what time is it, Greg?
4:15 in the morning. I have no idea what time that is Central Time in America, but these guys are crazy.
Oh my god.
The final day of PAX, and I gotta say, I was feeling a little bit under the weather. And a really cool word in Maltese, atos. It means cat. Atos. There wasn't a lot going on the last day, but I did meet some cool Australian YouTubers. But otherwise, I was just feeling a bit hungover, sick, and jet lagged. I was supposed to be on a panel in an hour or so I snuck off to get a nap. Tim took this flattering picture before he woke me up. They said they were looking all over for me, and we headed off to the panel. Daz is a gaming knowledge genius. He was owning it.
Yes.
Outrun.
Outrun.
Shadow Dance on the Mega Drive. Head
Yes.
Over Heels.
Yes.
Bottom World.
Yes.
Black Tiger. The Haunting.
At least I got a few easy ones right, though.
I love how you guys had two hands hovering over the buzzer, just in case one didn't get it on time, the other would whack it down. Okay, what was the answer? Super Mario World? Super Mario World. Okay, thanks for coming, guys. That is the end.
So that was my first PAX, and I had a fantastic time. I met a lot of really nice people.
Which one of you wants to dance?
So that night I stayed at Matt's place, and he has a pinball machine and an NBA Jam, and I am completely hooked on this Star Wars pinball machine now.
There it is. You got it. Oh yeah.
Is that Alderaan that we're getting?
Yeah, it destroys Alderaan. Oh, look at this. Give me Dongpo. Give me Dongpo! Wants to go home, and who wants to come with me?
After playing a ton of the Star Wars pinball, Pete, Matt, and I decided we were going to go out and game hunt at a Cash Converters.
So Cash Converters in Australia is a place where you can buy used goods. You get retro games in there as well. They've sort of picked up on the fact that now retro gaming is huge, so they thought to themselves, well, we're going to bump up the prices exponentially.
So I found an add-on for the Game Gear called the Bishu Gear Master, and this allows you to play Sega Master System games on your Game Gear. We headed out to Daz's house to play video games for the last night. I had to head back to the airport in the morning, but it was just awesome that everyone came out, and I seriously consider these guys great friends. They're really good people. After waking up the next morning, I got to try Vegemite for the first time, and I really like it. I actually have it quite a bit at home now. I don't know if I've said this on the show before or not, but to me the best part about arcade games is it brings people together. And even better than that, the fact that we've even done this and the connections and the friendships I've made through Arcade Impossible, I think has just been astounding. I can't believe it. And I feel like I have fantastic friends now in Australia. So guys, I gotta say thank you for showing me a fantastic time. I'm definitely gonna come back again.